time again for another installment of The Basics, and on today's show I want to go back into talking about dice. Now, I know it's been a long time since I had an episode that focused on dice, and I believe it's one of the first episodes I put out of this show, but I've been asked about the types of dice and how to use them, where to use them, and why they're so important in CCGs. And you can use them in other games that are not Magic, and I'll explain how. So the dice I'm talking about, of course, are Dungeons & Dragons dice, also known as Dragon dice, and they are multi-sided dice, ranging from 20 sides all the way down to 4 sides. Now, there's different types of Dragon dice you can get. I have a mishmash of random dice that I've picked up from bins over the years that have maybe cost me 10 cents to 25 cents at the most for a die. Like these D20s, D10s, D12s. Got some D8s in there with funky color schemes and ooh, purple granite thingy. But you can get generalized sets in certain colors. So you have the black and blue swirl, green and yellow swirl. This is my castle set, which looks like stones from a castle. Blood spattered set. This is fairly newer. I got it earlier in the year and they're actually quite funky. Ooh, blood. Straight off red, translucent blue, which is a favorite of mine, and my newest set that only cost me $2 with free shipping, glow in the dark. And yes, they do really glow and they're cool. Now, as I've mentioned on previous episodes, mainly you would use D&D dice or Dragon dice in Magic the Gathering. You'd use them as counters for your life totals for a variety of things. But what you might not know is you can use these dice in the Star Trek CCG. Now you're probably going, huh? How does that work? Well, basically, if you remember in the Star Trek CCG, there are those cards that have countdowns in the little green boxes with numbers on them. I'm not going to show you those cards right now because you should probably already know what I'm talking about. But what I like to do sometimes, I don't always do this because I don't have a lot of Star Trek CCG decks made up with the countdown cards, is I will keep a D6 or a D4 with me in my deck box because most of the countdown cards only go as high as 4 turns from counting down. And you can use these as a visual aid to count down from 4. It's a lot easier than remembering that little number on the card. Everybody forgets. And this is a way you can use to start. You can go 4, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then it's out. It's as simple as that. And not a lot of people will do that. They prefer to try to remember by using the card, but I disagree. I prefer the dice. And again, one of the main questions I've been asked is how many dice should you take with you for CCGs? You can bring a small container like this where I could fit 2 sets of dice. Or I have the use of a Crown Royal bag because it's awesome. And I have all of my dice in this bag, and this bag usually comes with me when I play Magic the Gathering. And I just take what I need from there. I also have a deck box that has a set of white multi-sided dice in it as well. So I have that. Now, I've always been one to say you can never have too many dice when it comes to gaming, and that rings true for just about everything. So you see here I have 7 sets laid out that I have put together, 1 more in my Magic deck box, and a whole bunch of randoms should I need them. And I'm always looking to expand my dice collection. You can get them off eBay from overseas for $2 or $3 with free shipping. You can get them from the USA for $5, but you're going to pay an arm and a leg for shipping. For some reason, the 2 main sellers of these dice on eBay, they don't like Canadians. But anyways, dice are everywhere. Even go into your local game store, board game store, card shop. They have vials of dice, or you can get them like I did with these in a dump bin for like $0.25 each or less. That's all for today. Have a great day.